The Gridiron Panthers may not have had the season that they would like, but they still represented the school very well. Arian Williams and Jackson King were both all-conference selections, and with a great group of young talent coming up, the Salisbury Panthers look to get back to the teams of old. The Lady Panthers softball team had a great year, finishing 23-5 and fell just short in the Class 1 state championship. With the return of 6 seniors, including Bryn Wooldridge and Brooks DeFankels, who were all-state selections last year, they look to make a third trip in 4 years back to the Final Four. Behind the stellar play of sophomores Riley Graskowitz and Gwen Wilkie, the Lady Panthers golf team was able to bring home the Lewis and Clark Conference Championship. The 2 state qualifiers look to add a little help next year and be able to compete at state as a team rather than individuals. The Lady Panther cross country team was able to bring home a district championship and had a strong showing at state with state finishes by Kirsten Guilford and Nicole Helm. The boys cross country team had a solid year led by Garrett Fessler, Jesse Weinstein, and Ethan and Emmett Goots. With Ethan and Emmett Gooch returning, Coach Gladback is excited for the future and can't wait to see what next year brings. The Panther boys basketball team battled hard all season with only an 8-16 record to show for it. Jackson King and Garrett Green were named to the Lewis and Clark All-Conference, and the Panthers look to rely on a core freshman and sophomore group next year as they only have 1 senior on this year's roster. The Lady Panthers ended their season 21-5 and were able to bring home championships in the Centray Tournament and Sturgeon Tournament before losing a close game in the district championship. Panthers boys golf team was led this year by senior Garrett Green and freshman Elliot Hayward, who both qualified for state. Elliot looks to return next year with some help from some younger talent and make a strong showing at state. Both track teams represented well this year at the finals in Jeff City as the girls 4x1 and 4x4 teams reached the medal stand, and Arian Williams finished 7th in the 100-meter. Jackson King had a very strong season this year for the Panther baseball team, who finished 6-10. King's play earned him first-team All-Conference and first-team All-District. We have a lot of players who do multiple sports, so our total participation number is a little misleading. We are currently at 38 to 40% of our total enrollment participating in athletics. Softball, girls basketball, and cross country are doing well number-wise, while we would like to see an increase in participation in football, boys basketball, and baseball. Our facilities are in good shape for the most part. However, our football field took a beating this year for some rainy home games. Reseeding is scheduled on that, and we are also looking into refurbishing the bleachers for the football field and track. Boys and girls basketball are up next in the rotation for new uniforms, with football to follow.